Hello! Today I'm going to show you the Shinco dehumidifier. And this is one of the smaller ones. I think it's like the 30 pint or something like that. And this is good for about 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. And that's the size that I have, so that's why I decided to go with this dehumidifier. So this comes nicely boxed. It's really well protected. It comes with an instruction manual, a hose, which I'll show you how you use that, and the dehumidifier itself. So first of all, it has a nice place here where you can wind up the cord. So we're going to unwind that and plug in the dehumidifier. And it gives a fairly good length on the cord, which is good because in the safety information it says that you should not use an extension cord with a dehumidifier. So you want to have it in enough space where you can just use this cord. Also, you need 8 inches around your dehumidifier, which is really not very many. That means I can set it over here near the wall and only just need a little bit of space. So that was, again, one of the reasons why I bought the smaller version, because I don't have a lot of square footage and I didn't want it taking up a lot of space. So let's look at some of the features. In the front we have the tank, and so you can remove the tank by these little side pieces here, and I'm doing it sort of, I would be in front of the tank normally, but it's got a good place for your fingers, and you pull it out, and here's the tank, and here's the float. So as it fills, the float comes up, and then once it's full, the machine will shut off, and you have to empty it. Okay, there is an option with the hose, which we'll talk about in a minute also, but normally you would just empty the tank and put it right back in. It's easy, it comes off really easily, it goes back in really easily. So that's a good feature. And then on the back, let's see what we have here. This is where you would hook the hose. So let's say you want this in a basement or somewhere where you don't have to check the water level all the time to make sure it's running. You can hook the hose here. You take this off, you put the hose there, and then keep the hose down, and you can drain it somewhere, like if you have a drain, or you could hook up to another hose to drain outside, or however you want to set it up. So that is a nice feature if you don't want to have to empty the tank all the time. Maybe you won't be home, or it's in a basement someplace that you don't go regularly. And then also on the back, let me just move the handle, we have a couple of features here. So there's the fins on the inside. Then this filter is an optional charcoal filter. Let's put that down for a minute. But this is the outside area here, and you see there's a little bit of screening, so that serves as a filter to catch dust. This is something that you vacuum off, about once a month or so. Now this is a filter that comes with it, and it says in the instructions that this is an optional charcoal filter, and you have where it says front. So technically what they mean, this is the front up here, but they don't mean to face it this way because then you couldn't get it out, right? So it just goes in like this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into our other little filter, and then we will pop it right back in. So that's easy to take off and put back in. Another nice feature that it's so easy to use. Also, we have a handle, so if you need to move it around, you just lift it with the handle and move it. So let's look and see how it actually operates. You have different options here. You see this is the power button, okay? And then we have a mode button. We can set it to auto or continuous. This is where we set what percentage of humidity we would like in the air. This is the fan, high and low. This is a cleaning feature, and then we have a timer. So let's turn it on. And right now it's saying that 53% is my humidity level. So that's pretty good, really. I think I have it set on 55. Okay, but we'll look at that in a minute. If I keep breathing, it'll probably increase. I can breathe on the machine. Here's the mode where you can put it on auto or continuous. So I have it set on auto, which means once it hits my certain percentage that I've set, it will shut off until that percentage changes, and then it will come on to continue. But you could put it on continuous, right, so that your fan continues to run. So what that means is no matter what you have here, the fan will keep running. Maybe if you want white noise or something, that could be good. I'm going to go back and put it on auto, okay? So then let's look at setting our humidity. So there it's at 50%, right, and it will count down 45, 40, 35, 30. So this, they do say if you have like some indoor laundry drying that you're doing and you want to dry it more quickly, that you can set the humidity low like that. Don't keep it that low because your skin and hair and all of that will not be happy with you. So we're going to raise it back up. 80 is too high. I like it set at about 55. That keeps me happy, so I'm going to set it there. Now we have some fan speeds too. Currently it's on high. Give it a second, you'll hear it go there. There's your low fan speed. That's pretty quiet. So if you need to talk on a phone, or maybe you want to hear something other than your dehumidifier running, the low fan speed is kind of nice. Let's put it back to high. There's the high, so you can kind of see a little bit of difference. Now this feature is for when you want to clean your dehumidifier and put it away for the season. So if you were wanting to do that, you would press this button, you would see a CL come up, and then it would run until the entire inside of it was dry, and then it will shut off and you can store it. So that's a nice feature to have, so you know you're not leaving water sitting in here causing, you know, decay or mold or mildew or something like that. And then here we have a timer. So maybe you only want it to run during certain times of the day. You can set the timer for that, and then it will shut off the rest of the time. So a lot of really nice features in a good compact design. And again, you can just use the handle to pick it up and move it wherever you want to move it. I think it does say not to move it around too much while it's running, so just keep that in mind. Unplug it, move it around where you want it, plug it back in and get it going. So if you're looking for a good compact dehumidifier to work in a space around 1,000 square feet or so, I highly recommend the Shinco. I'm really happy with it, and I hope this video has helped. Thank you.